Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second Whale Cup. Uh, Hopefully, it will be a good one. We'll see. I first and foremost want to say thank you to Ricci City for sponsoring the event. They gave us a lot of tickets, if you haven't noticed, and a tile back, which you all get for playing today if you play today. That is to say, it will not be sent out today, of course. That'd be a little silly, but you'll get it in a timely fashion, I promise. Anyways, I have just started the matches, so people can actually just start playing, to my understanding. Yep, the games have started. That's beautiful. And I just want to say thank you all very much for participating, and I hope that it will be a wonderful time. If it's not, you can just blame me.
Right. I have been. Oh, well, um, I've been thrown in here. I've been given no script. Will has ditched me out here in the open, and I completely lost everything I wanted to say. Anyway, I'm Hecky. I'm a backseater. I just joined the call here because I saw Will in here. I wanted to chat something about, but he just left me. He went to do some other stuff. I have 3 minutes to fill here. I don't know what to talk about. I don't even know which game Will decided to. Will is away. I don't know which game Will decided to show us here. Yeah, I'm all alone here. Anyone want to join me in here? Any commentators, actually? I don't know if Will decided to let anyone in here. Tell you about my banking information. Well, my credit card number is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 10 is two numbers. I need 16. I can't count. The three numbers on my back are 69 for 20. Uh, yeah, that's everything. I probably should open up the match as well. Don't know which one he picked. Probably the first one. Um, I think it's going to be Hanem, Benoit, MJSX, and Lunas. I don't know any of those people. Don't note that. I don't know what you noted, but don't note that. Ooh, someone just opened up a stream for. Let's see. I think Will was kind enough for me to look at this game uh, without any controls. So you will enjoy. I hope he remembers to show the hands and like deal in tiles and everything, because I won't be able to change that once we're in the game. All the preambles cut. 10 seconds left. Okay, so it was the table we were looking at with MGS, Lunas, NM, and Benoit. From the looks of things, MGS AX has a alright hand, has the pawn here. Like, I don't really see much going on for this hand. Probably goes for Chanta here. Luna's waiting on their Yakuhai, gets their Yakuhai, will skip it. Second Yakuhai has the pawn, right? Hanem has a Ryankan with a Sanmin-chan. No pair though. MJSX continuing building his Chanta. Let's see. Benoit holding on to the Yakuhai once cut. Seems like a decent tile to hold on for safety later on. Has a decent hand building up, it seems. Might just be a Ricci though. Luna's Ishanten keeps the Dora, wants to keep it. If you get a 2-so there, it's great. You have a Yakuhai, 1 Dora. It's not a great value, but it's the first round of the hand. Oh, that's a good tile to grab. Ishanten for MGS-EX. Yakuhai Chanta, maybe. Luna's dropping the Dora. Wants to go for that Ryanman. 2000 versus 1000. Ricci from Hanem. Yeah. Lunas can't really fold it from there. MGS EX getting into Tempai on the 3-so. A bit too late. 3-so came out from him already, but might come out from Benoit. Since they already see that it's safe against the Ricci dealer. Don't see a point in pawning there. Just opens up your hand even more than necessary. Ooh, draws another Dora from Lunas. Drops it. Doesn't believe in it. Yeah, Luna's just pushing on, strong. The Kanchan Ricci from the dealer doesn't scare him. Benoit playing it rather safe. Going for most of the safe tiles. I still think 3-so might come out at some point. However, it's been so long and everyone is open, so 3-so does seem a bit tricky to play at this point. These people are playing fast though. Like, wow. Like, I'm surprised by the speed at which Benoit can... Oh, Sumo from Hanem. It's unfortunate. MJSX had a pretty nice hand going for him there. Sad to see it go. This is a terrible hand. I'll be interested in seeing how MJS-EX will be able to like complete this hand. From the others, Lunas has great potential for Anitsu. Hanem, it's a bit tricky to play that hand. It might actually turn into Chitoy. So I don't think I particularly mind keeping the 3-man. Benoit. Decent chance at going Honitsu. The 1-1-3 pin. Oh, Lunas. Suddenly into Tenpai. 4-so 9-pin Shampon. It's just a Richinomi. But with Sumo and Uradora, you can always increase the value of your hand. Everyone else just playing normally. Doesn't seem to be any immediate concern to fold. MJSX just plowing through. Going into Tenpai on the 8-so. This is a... Oh. Draws the red 5 Dora. Plays the 5-pin. Not scared at all of the Ricci. Benoit also pushing on. Yeah, everyone all in all just trying their best to win the hand instead of concerning themselves about the Ricci that's on the table. Oh, Benoit that cuts an interesting tile there. It was safe from the Ricci and MJSEX. Oh, and is this Tenpai? I believe it is Tenpai for Benoit. It's waiting on the 6-9-so. And they Ricci. Ooh. Yeah. Damn. Ipatsu mechanic. Always happens. Luckily, it's a Ricci Pinfu, which, while not amazing to deal into a 3-han, it is not the worst 3-han to deal into. Oh, MJSEX has a great draw. They're currently 2 Shanten on their hand. Lunas... Oh. I suddenly have a different perspective. Luna's waiting for a Yakuhai, probably will open up. Doesn't seem to have a lot of value in their hand. Might get a Dora. And I'm also sitting on the Yakuhai pair. MJSEX. Still 2 Shanta. Luna's just discarding the 8-pin, even though it completed their meld. I am not sure I agree with that. Let's see, Hanem. Okay. This hand is this round is going pretty slowly for what's going on. Luna's considering taking it. Doesn't seem like he wants to open up this hand. Benoit Ishanten optimally waiting on the 6-man, getting Pinfu in the process. And Hanem taking the Yakuhai. Ishanten with a Sanmen-chan and an Ryamen. Drops the Dora though. Going for the 1-hand. NM deciding that the two pairs is stronger than their Yanmen, hoping to pawn one of the tiles. Managed to chi instead and gets a shampoo away. And immediately gets rewarded with their one hand. 1,000 points. This is a very nice hand from oh wait. Might have been a glitch. I might have seen the last high pie. But this is a decent hand from MJSEX. Rough shapes, but definitely playable. Luna's few pairs in their hand, but overall, the speed seems to be alright. Everyone looks like they well, looking like they want some Yakai, go for speed. Yeah, Hanem and Luna's taking their Yakai. Benoit looking like a decently fast Ricci. They're currently Ishanten from what I'm seeing. Yeah, looks like Ishanten. Luna's currently 2 away. That 3 so does help a lot. Yeah, that's a decent cut. The only problem being that you have to discard one of the Dora in your hand, but you do have a good chance at getting Sanshoku from that. Because you currently have 2, 3, 5 Kanchan. The only way that you don't get Sanshoku here is if you draw. Oh, they discarded their Sanshoku Kanchans. Hanem, lots of pairs in the hand. Luna's taking the 4 so. Ishanten, it would have been Tenpai if they kept the 3 pin. Oh, a better Ishanten from the looks of it. No, that would have been Tenpai if they dropped the 5 pin. And I'm getting one of his pairs completed by stealing a 2-man from Benoit. Tough shape from Benoit. Decides to keep things simple, keep the Ishanten that they had. MJSEX suddenly having from what it looks like to be a 7, 8, 9 Sanchoku. Do you take it? Yeah, they open up for the 1 hand. Oh. Luna's taking the shampoo. Alright, so this is Tenpai from MJSEX and Luna's.
No.
And Tenpai from Hanem gets the 8 pin from Luna's for the 1 hand. Scores are looking are starting to spread out a bit. MJSEX and Luna's definitely want to try and get some points soon. Luna's definitely wants to keep their dealership at the moment. And they seem to be having a decent hand for that. Have a Yanman pair in the 3-4-4 man. Hanem looking very fancy with their hand. However, it is, from what I'm seeing, 3 Shanten, or it might be Chitoi, 2, 3, 4, which would be 2 Shanten for Chitoi. MJS EX getting their Yakahai. Now they are 2 Shanten as well. Cutting the Pencha. And opening up their hand for more possibilities with calling. Benoit looking a little weak with this hand, but they might get a Sanchoku out of it, or a Pinfu. They are 2 Shanten with 6 blocks though. And it looks like Hanem has Ishanten on their Chitoi. I am not completely sure how Lunas is gonna complete this hand of theirs with their 1 So pawn. But they do have a lot of value in it, even though they don't have any Yaku. Oh. And MJS EX is now Ishanten. Chances of him getting Toy Toy. And I assume if they get the tile that they need, like any of the East, West, or 3-pin, they will go for Toy Toy. Luna's calling the 6-ma. And even though it was already a completed meld. Benoit is 2 Shanten, still looking for that Sanchoku. And Hanem is giving up on their Chitoi to go probably Pinfu. Ishanten on the 7-pin for Pinfu. Luna's continuing to open up their hand. Someone might need to tell them that Shadow Rautai is not a Yaku in this tournament. Yeah, like I said, MJSEX is going for the Toy Toy. Got the 4-pin for that. NM got Tenpai on the 1-pin, I believe. It's Ryanmen on 4-7-man. Benoit probably breaking up their hand. And MJSEX got their Toy Toy. Very nice manga. And now it evened up the ranks, except for Lunas, which is a bit unfortunate. Alright. NM has 2 East Winds in their hand. They are still useful to him, even though it's already in the South round. Apart from that, they're okay shapes. Not amazing. Benoit looking like a fairly decent hand. Might go Ipeco. There's also Chitoi chances here. Lots of potential going on. Might even go Honitsu. And I'm getting a great pickup with the 8-so. MJSEX looks like a great hand. 2 Dora, they have a Yakuhai pair, and all in all, it looks like a pretty decently speedy hand that they have. Benoit drawing a Ryanmen, dropping the East, which will get pawned, which brings Hanem to Ishanten. But MJSEX also gets to Ishan 10 with the Chun drop. Luna's looking like 2 away, I'm guessing. Let's see. Benoit looking decent, but gets the round ends when Luna steals in. Chindora too. A very good hand. Alright. Benoit is dealer. Currently in third place. Not that far away from the other two, from the first two spots. Current hand doesn't look amazing. 1-9 man is probably gonna go out. 9 pin is also not looking amazing. MJSEX, very good flow in the last few rounds. Continues to keep that streak by getting a hand that's currently 2 Shanten, with decent upgrade shapes. Luna's having a decently good hand as well. Draws the Anko 6 man. Drops the Dora though, which is an interesting play. Shapes are not looking very strong, but they just need to get their Yak high and just speed through their hand and get first place into South 3, which they will be very happy about. Nine so Lunas, not very useful. Haku gets killed, and Benoit draws their Ipeko. But will they drop 1 or 7 so here? The 1-7 so does give very decent efficiency for your hand, because you can draw a lot around it with your Ipeko. Unfortunately, the draws don't seem to be coming just yet. Seems like they might also be able to go Tanyao if needed. Drawing ever more pairs. Oh! Might have to consider going for Chitoy, and with that 4-so cut, I think they saw it as well. Benoit drawing a third 5-pin. This is Ishanten. A very odd Ishanten. If you draw any of your, if you draw 1 or 7 so, it will become a pair and you will wait on a Kanchan 3-pin. A Khan on the 6 man. And they Khan into Dora 3. However, Lunas has to somehow get a Yaku out of this. The easiest way seems to be just going Tanyao. And Benoit thinking has a very interesting shape in their hand. Which is a little hard for me to read. Let's see, Richie Chitoy from Henem on the 2-so. Interesting way. See if it will pan out for them. It's not particularly safe or any tells, but probably the first Richie that you saw, which is a fair play. Lunas deciding to go for the Chinitsu with 4 Dora in their hand, which is going to be very spicy. MJSEX. Oh, uncons the Dora, which is a very ballsy play, in my opinion. And it looks like that this round will end in exhaustive draw. Unfortunate. This was a wild round to see. Let's see. MJSEX, decent shapes. Might want to just call the Haku and run away with a one-hand, possibly two with the Dora of the 7-mon. Yeah, I think you pawn here and just go speed. Just want the Renchan. First place is not that far away from you right now. Hanem, the shape's looking decent-ish. Might go Pinfu, but I'm not sure if the speed is there for you. MJCX cons the Haku, reveals East Dora, and they're currently... Is this 2 Shanten? I think they're 2 Shanten. Benoit, however, speed is all. Already Ishanten. Might even go Suanko. Like, if you go Suanko with that hand, you just have my respect. One of the 6-man is already in the dead wall, so you're not gonna get that. But the other 6-man is still in play. And then you have 4 pin and 7 soul that you need for it. Both of which seem to be... They both seem pretty live. There's 1 4-pin in Hanem's hand. Oh, they are going for a play here by discarding the 3-pin. They might even just go Toy Toy. Seems unlikely. MJSEX deciding they want to have the Dora draw by keeping the 8-9-9 shape over the 2-3-4-5 2-3-4-5 shape. Oh, they got Tempai. Champon 8-9 decide not to take it. Still waiting on the Dora drop. And now they go for the Yanmen. Yanmen 4-7. 4-7 pin. Who isn't him? Oh, Hanem Richie at some point. And they deal into MJSEX. Hakudora 1. And this puts MJSEX decently in first place in South 3. Currently 9,000 points ahead of second. Strong shapes in their hand. Luna's has good shapes. Already has a triplet, 2 pairs, and 2 potential runs. Hanem, solid hand. Might go Cheetoy here. 4 pairs already. Depending on their draws, they might get more. Dora draw as well. They just cut it. No one needs Dora in this hand. Benoit looking a little sickly with this hand. Draws the Haku pair, so they can open up if they want. Opening up might be an idea, but they are 10,000 points behind first. and it's currently South 3. Hanem completes their run. From the looks of it, it might not go into Chitoy. Might even go Tanyao by cutting one pin. It's still possible, but they decide to cut the 1-man first. Luna's conning the 8-so, which will make them no Yaku in the future. Maybe there's something that they can make out of it. We'll see how this pans out. 7-so drop. Hanem considering pawning it. They could pawn it and then just cut one pin, go for Tanyao. However, they draw the 2-so, and I think that made them decide to go Chitoy. Benoit still hunkering for that Hako drop that is currently in MJSEX's hand. And it comes out. Will they pawn it? Of course they will. There it is. From the looks of it, they currently are 2 Shanten. But at some point they will have to drop the Dora in their hand. It's currently twice cut already, so it's a decently oh, never mind. They just draw the last Dora. Lunas's hand shaping up a little bit. They're currently Ishanten, however they're currently no Yaku Ishanten. They could be able to switch it over to Tanyao, however their discards do not really indicate that they can go Tanyao. Oh, Hanem reaches, drew the Aka 5-so, so they Richi on it. And they Ipatsumo the Chitoy. That is just disgusting. No Ura. That's just unfortunate. However, it's still a Haneman, so I don't think they're too mad about it. South 4, Lunas' last dealer. They have an amazing hand. It is still 2 Shanten, but it is such a nice 2 Shanten. Hanem also looking... they're looking alright. Not amazing. Benoit... lots of pairs in their hand. Shapes are not too strong, but you can make something out of it. You can go with a normal hand like that, but you can also just go Chitoy. But it depends on how the draws go. MJSEX, 2 dragon pairs, and the last dragon is also in their hand. Might go for some shenanigans here. Oh. Lunas can reach here. Will they slam the button? They do. They go for the Ariamin for 7-pin. It's Ipeiko, Richi Ipeiko Dora. It's not enough to get out of last, but it is their dealership turn, so they can just wrench on. NJSEX doesn't want to deal with any of this. Knows that the draws that they receive from the wall is just danger upon danger. But Lunas just sumos anyway. No Ura for the Mangan. However, it is still the fake 11-7 Mangan. And this just evened up the playing field. Lunas has somehow climbed back to third, to the chagrin of Benoit. And is currently in range to take over MJSEX as well. Hanem is still a bit farther away, outside of Mangan range, but if Lunas sumos another time, they might actually get first. Hanem deciding that is not something they want anything to do with, so I assume they would be going Tanyao, but it might actually just be Richie Pinfo. There's also chances of getting Itsu from there. Benoit's hand looking pretty good. Do you decide to go Tanyao here? You do need a bit of value. Actually, you're only 2k behind third place. However, you really want to get more points than third place. Decides not to go for the Tanyao, just go for the Pinfu. Currently perfect Ishan 10. If they draw a 1-man 5-pin, 6-pin, or 8-pin, they will get Tenpai. Oh, or 1 Forso. Hanem reaches Tenpai on... This is tough to read for me. This is just a 7-pin Penchan. They decided not to reach because it's a bad weight, I'm guessing. MJSEX... Pretty good hand as well. I think they're Ishanten. Yeah, they're Ishanten. Meanwhile, Lunas is not getting the greatest draws to finish a hand. And then getting the 4-so, cuts to 1-so, and is 1 step closer to Tanya. This is Tenpai for Benoit. Decides not to take it. Probably opting to go for Richie Tanyao. Not seeing very much else that's... Okay, now they Richie. It's Richie, Pinfu, Dora 1, winning on the Warden 4, Ipatsu as well, Mangan. And they hit the second place, which means that they overtake him. Last minute overtake. MJSEX is now last, and Benoit is second.
Hello. I am still not done. Every thing I thought possible could go wrong went wrong. It's very funny. However, that's okay. You know, these things are fine. Is there anyone you would like to watch, Heki?
There are so many names here.
Yes, there's a lot of people playing right now.
A lot of them, I have no idea who they are. Oh, Navitas. Navitas Nico Nico Ni? That's an interesting table.
Oh yeah.
LPY Kus Toxel? Oh my god.
But that one just finished, I think. Well,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
That That is a stacked table.
It was happening at the beginning. Got yeah, the stock sold is back in, but LPY is not. It doesn't look like. Oh, we could look at Curly's game, I guess. That's fine. It's
I
already
do not recognize the other names though.
That's fine. You know.
Oh my god,
fine.
this is
Something.
a hand.
I need to fix this up, but I'll be back.
Yeah, sure. This is quite a hand. Too bad they dealt into the Chinitsu there. This was I don't know what we walked into, but that was something. A Chinitsu. This was just a Tanyao. I think it's Pinfu. I'm not completely sure. The person without a name. Hypai has Anko Red Dragon. Might go Honitsu. However, the 2-3 man Yanmen might dissuade them from going there. Curly. Curly has not the greatest Hypai, but I am sure that they will be able to weave their way around it. And Scarlet Celestial, also a very struggling Hypai. It's going to be interesting to see how these hands will pan out. Israfil currently 2 Shanten. Wants to fill something around the 4-7 pin. Or even get the 4-so. The unnamed character could go for Chanta if they drop the 2 pin. Maybe even draw the 1 pin at some point. Oh, Israfil drew the 4-man, making it an Ipeko shape. Ishanten now. 4-so would be the best draw to get, but 6-so is also good. Now they have 2 Ryamen. 2 Ryamens in their Ishanten. This is not Tenpai. Oh, Israfil dropping the 8-man at some point and making the 3-so their pair. It's still fine. The unnamed character is still two. It's one Ishanten. However, they are waiting on 2 Penchan shapes. Scarlet Celestial has decently improved their hand. However, it will probably be stopped by someone else. Because everyone else just managed to get there faster. Israfil reaching, trying to get the E-Pake on the 5-man. However, it's still Tanyao Pinfu. If they get the 2-man. Richi Tanyao Pinfu. However, will the people on the table have read that there was a lag on the 2-man just before? Curly getting the 5-man, deciding not to drop it, knowing that it's just a bad tile to drop at this point. However, Scarlet Celestial does not have that
moment.
concern.
Apparently, we need to stop looking at the game. Apparently, a rule is wrong.
Yeah, you have it at 25k, by the way.
Do I have it 25? Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, I wanted to message you, but I didn't have the chance to do that.
Oh, well, whatever. wasn't on. But Amagami Yame.
Why did you change it to 35k?
Isn't that what it is? 30 to 35k.
No, I mean, I don't think it really matters if you have extension into Southwest off.
It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter at all. The problem is I don't know how to read this. I thought we figured this out. Is it this one then? Jeez, oh jeez.
I mean, that does mean if you win, you Renchan. At least that's how I'm reading.
As in it would repeat.
Yeah, a Renchan is like a repeat of the dealer turn.
Then yeah, that's what we want. Okay.
I'm just guessing on the name because I'll be honest, I'm not really.
Yeah, well that'll be fun. Hopefully that didn't have a horrible, huge impact. It's fine.
Technical difficulties. What is a tournament without it?
Anyways, what matches have started recently? Probably not many.
I saw a match.
Sure. Oh, Sylveon.
Yeah, CXX, Benoit, Sylveon, Keiku Musume.
Sounds good.
Looks like a decently good table.
Okay.
I need to get back. From the looks of it, East 2 looks like CXX dealt into a Mangan of Keiku Musume on the first round. They want to get their points back quickly. They are Ishanten for it. For a hand. However, it does look like a Richinomi hand. I don't even think they will be able to keep the red 5 Dora that they currently have. Benoit deciding to go 3 pairs and discarding their East. Sylveon reaching. Their current weight is 3/6 man. It is Richinomi. CXX deciding to drop the 8 man. But Sylveon Tsumos anyway. Wait, was it not? I thought like usually with these kinds of things but usually with these kinds of tournaments it's 30k 30k. That's why I got confused. Don't turn it off. Well, first thing I see here is Keiku Musume denying themselves Tenpai on turn 3. Didn't like the 2-pin chances, apparently. CXX with a potential Honitsu in there. I might have not read the complete. Well, I did read the rule spreadsheets. However, I might not have completely memorized everything. So, if that might have been my mistake. Sylveon managing to get an Ipeco in their hand, but it is also Chitoi Shanten. Keikumusme taking the Ariaman, hoping to get maybe a 4-man, trying to get Ipeco in this hand. Draws the 6-pin. That is one tile closer to getting a Tanyao as well. CXX going for Chanta. Chanta Dora 1. And Sylveon Richie's 2-pin Cheeto. And Keikumusme also Richie's. Pinfu on the 4-7 mark. This might slow down Benoit's hand. Looks like they are Chitoi Ishanten. And they dropped the Haku and they got rid of it. CXX is currently in Tenpai for Chanta Dora 1 on the 9-so. Sylveon is Richie, Chitoi on the 2-pin. CXX discarding their 9-so, currently in no 10 Tenpai on the 5-man. And Benoit is folding. I assume. Yeah, it's folding with the 6-so. So this is just a battle of who gets luckier first. Sylveon definitely having the style points for going Chitoi. CXX very aware of that the 2-pin is not a safe tile. And Sylveon deals in with the 7-man. Ichi Pinfu, 1 Ura. Into the dealer, which kind of sucks. Oh, Keiku Musume with the 4-pair Hypai. And these pairs not too close to each other, so they might not match up, and they draw a 5th pair. Currently Ishanten for Chitoi. And their Ishanten is on 1-man, 9-man, and Hatsu. All of them are honors or terminals. However, the terminal 9-man is quickly dying. Decides to keep the 9-man though, over the 2-pin, despite the lack of efficiency, but they like the deal-in chances, I think. Now they drop it for the 5-so. Liking the chance of AK5, I'm assuming. Sylveon. Sylveon's hand is kind of sad looking, honestly. Oh, speaking of red 5s, they draw 1. Now they have 2 chances of having red 5s in their hand. CXX, a very interesting hand over there. Might be Itsu, might even go Honitsu. However, Benoit has decided to Richie on the 5-8. So, it is Richie no. Keiku Musume dealing in with the 5-so. They decided to retrieve Furiten on the Furiten Chun. Not sure that they realized that it was Furiten. Remember, tips are off in this tournament. Sylveon. Decent looking hand. Kanchan and Penchan on the 7, 8, 9 though. Fill in the Kanchan. And that made them two-shot it. CXX. Also looking like a decently fast hand. Has a Ryankan on the 135 man and a Kanchan on the 3-5. Currently 2-shot. And Benoit has decent shapes, but also some like disjointed shapes as well. Keikamusume drawing the forma, and the the UI element is finally off the screen. Again?
Well, someone thought it was really funny to make their Discord impossible to find, and I've spent like 20 minutes trying to figure it out. So now we're blacklisting them. So, yeah. Or RPS. What a shame. Alright, well, moving on.
Oh, RPS has that weird Unicode character in their
I can't
in
find
the Discord.
them. Yeah, I can't find them. And because I can't find
Like-
them, I can't. Yeah, it's just. I see you right there, you son of a bitch.
I know they have like this weird R in the weird A or I or something in their name. So yeah, you actually have to just copy paste the username.
I did. It didn't work. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. It's so strange.
Well, if you are blacklisted, contact Whale.
Yeah, contact me, or else you're not getting back into the tournament. Woo! And I'm just gonna pretend everything's gonna be a-okay now. What game were we watching? Sorry about that. I do believe it was this one. There we go. It didn't help that they joined the tournament today, so that's the real rub of things.
Right. So what was happening here? I completely lost the thread. Well, first of all, Sylveon has an amazing hand. Their Ishanten. Oh, that made it a little better. But they decided not to take the Ducati upgrade, deciding that they want to get the Pinfu. Someone is in Tenpai. CXX is definitely in Tenpai on the 4-pin. Benoit is not Tenpai. Keikamusume is also not Tenpai. Keikamusume. Is this Tenpai? No, they still have the 2-4-6-8 shape. And they are currently missing a pair as well. But they can always just, if they fill one of the Kanchan, they can just drop the 1-pin. Keikamusume drawing into their Ipeco shape. Have to decide to drop the 6-pin, they will. I believe that the player should probably think about K10 at this point. Also depends on what they believe is safe and unsafe in their hand. Keikamusume drawing their pair. Dama on the 5-man. It is a... they have Ipeco, so it's just a normal Dama. Ipeco, Dora 1. Dora 2. Sorry. Sylveon not liking the 4-pin. Which is fair enough. And it's now South 1. Sylveon with the shiny hand. South red Yakai pairs. So they will probably want to just speed through this hand. Yeah, they already pumped the South. CXX decently shaped hand. Can go for Pinfu if they need. Also possible to go Sand Shoku on the 1-2-3. However, it might be a long shot. Benoit has some unfortunate floaters in their hand. However, they can upgrade it. And Sylveon just taking the 4-pin in their hand, trying to go maximum speed here. CXX managed to draw into Tenpai. They decide to take the Shampon 1-pin, 6-pin. I think Sylveon does want to push at this point. It's very hard to get out a last. Well, not really last, but assuming that CXX will win this hand, it might get tough to win, to get out a last from that. I believe that Sylveon has the willpower to not count this. And they won't. Foreman is not an amazing tile to drop at this point. Now you can drop it. And Sylveon deciding to just play it a little bit safe. However, still keeping Tenpai. Now this is where you see the willpower. They do not take the Ryanman shape. Correctly seeing that lower Pinzu is just a bit too dangerous for their liking. Still definitely possible for them to get into Tenpai with this hand though. Benoit still looking rough, probably just folding at this point. It's not a lot you can do with this hand this late in the game. Ah, too bad. They got baited by the Yakuhai Dora 2. Yakuhai Dora 2. Luckily, it was just a small hand from CXX, so they're not that far down the hole yet. Benoit starting off with two Yakuhai pair in their hand, and a Dora. Sylveon starting off with their own wind as an Anko. However, I will not be too sure that they will open up this hand. seeing as you lose a lot of value of your hand. Definitely now that you drew into your Ipeco shape. They might call this though and go for Honitsu. Seems like they will. And CXX also trying to steal this hand, going Atozuke. If the 4-7 so comes out, I'm assuming they will just go Atozuke 6-pin Haku, even though the Haku is the Dora indicator. Benoit, being the unfortunate person that has Yakuhai pair in their hand, that is buried in the wall. Not everyone can. Not everyone can get their high by with a Yakuhai Anko. Sadly, Sylveon taking the south, even though it's already twice cut, committing to their Honitsu. Keiku Musume dropping the 5-man, going for Chitoy, I assume. With their 4 pairs. I'm assuming they are trying to rely on the Dora that's in their hand. Not wanting to cut it, and just going Chitoy with that as your final weight. The South has now died, and Sylveon decides to cut it. CXX has successfully managed to switch over to Tanyao. However, they are currently missing a pair. However, they can always just pawn 6-7, but they draw the 5-pin. So they will have to wait Tanki on either 6 or 5. So decides to do on the 5 so. Presumably to wait on the red 5, of course. 4-pin comes in for Sylveon, which will give them a Rianmen, but they will have to cut one of their shapes. And they decide to keep the Dora and possibly even go Tanki on it if they manage to get the 2-5. Keiku Musume having a bad time with their Chitoy, drawing their 3rd Anko. The sacrifices you have to make to Dora Tanki. However, they might also be aware of what's going on with Sylveon's hand. They are now in Tenpai, Honitsu, Yakuhai, Dora 2. This is definitely enough to get them at least 2nd. Waiting on the 2-5 bit. And I wonder if the other people on the table will notice that the Tadashi 6-pin is probably an indicator of something dangerous come to go. Cons the north and also steals away a huge amount of points. CXX definitely far down the hole at the moment. And they just lost their last dealership. It will be an uphill struggle for him here. They have an alright hand, but honestly, that Haku is not doing them any favors in their hand right now. Benoit has 4 Tuso in their hand. Very fancy, not pressing that purple button, even though it's staring them right in their face. Sylveon drawing a pair of their Yakuhai. And Ikumusme also having a very fancy hand, drawing 2 of their Dora on the first 2 discards. One of them, of course, being a Tsumukiri, so it's kind of unfortunate. Benoit actually looking to Chinitsu this hand, pawning the 9-so, basically cementing their current route for this hand. They still are missing 1 block for it though. And that 8-so does help significantly. Sylveon drawing the 3-so, finding a match for their Dora. However, that does mean they are currently 6 blocks. Might be looking to cut their 2 4-pin, cutting some fat. Draws the 7-man, currently 3 pairs, still waiting on their Yakuhai. And CXX Richis on the Haku and 8-man. This is a Ricci Dora 1 in the worst case scenario. But it's Samangan if they Tsumo the Haku. Benoit dealing in with the Haku, getting baited by the once cut, and they deal into Uro 1 for the manga. And with that hand, CXXX manages to get out of last place. However, that might still not be enough for them. Since in this format you really want to get those firsts. Even a third is probably just gonna ruin your streak. Keikumusme having a very nice hand here, probably going Toy Toy. Might even go Honitsu. However, I don't think the speed of the Honitsu is going to be faster than the Toy Toy that they have currently going for them. Sylveon drawing the 9-pin, having an Ipeiko shape in their hand. Currently 2 Shanten for a normal hand, but they're also 2 Shanten for Chitoy. So we will probably find out how they're going to play out this hand. But it could go either way. CXXX also has 2 Shanten in their hand. However, their shapes are a little bit worse for the wear. Sylveon taking a side grade. However, this is still on track for either Chitoy or their regular hand. Either way, it is gonna be quite the big hand with the 2 Dora in their hand. Keiko Musume waiting patiently to get into Tenpai for their Toy Toy. They just need the 4-man or 4 so or the 1 so. It will be a Toy Toy chun. However, as the dealer, that will still be quite a significant chunk of points. Sylveon opting to probably go for the regular hand. They currently have a Ryanman shape in their hand. And the Ipeiko is still looking fairly likely to happen. And they discard the 3-man, cementing that they will not go for Chitoy. However, the hand gives them one last look, gives them the 5 so, and tells them, like, remember what you could have had. Benoit, Richi's, Pinfu, Dora 1 on the 6-9 man. And Sylveon doesn't want anything to do with it. Drops their 2-9 pin in. Completely folding. Keiko Musume also folding, destroying their Toy Toy Ishanten. Sylveon going for K10. However, that might be ruined by CXX also reaching. Also Pinfu, Dora 2 on the 4-7 so. And this probably means that both Sylveon and Keiko Musume will proceed to fold this hand. However, Benoit summos the 9-man for a Mangan, and this basically evens up the score from what I'm seeing. Oh, they got a Haneman instead. Ura 2. While not completely equalized, the scores are still quite close to each other. Sylveon is the last dealer. They are currently 10,000 about 10,000 points behind. And this is a very nice looking hand to go for a nice Honitsu. Could even stay closed if needed. CXXX also having decent shapes. However, their shapes are a little less useful for calling. Benoit also looking quite strong with what they have in their hand. Missing a pair, they could make the 3-pin a pair. However, that is a bit extreme. They decide to lock in the pair of their 8-man. And Sylveon not managing to draw any of the Honitsu tiles, opting to just go for speed and keep the floaters of 5-man and 6 so in their hand. Keiko Musume reaches into Tenpai quite fast on the Haku. However, I don't think they will come out of Sylveon's hand anytime soon. Although I might be remiss, they might think it is safer. They do think it's safe because they had a pair in their hand. It's unfortunate. You could hear the gears turning in their head, thinking, would this be safe? Oh, so RPS did contact you? And it's also an East one immediately as well. Damn. Cunny has a great hand for turn 5 Ricci. Tanya, well, possible Tanyao Pinfu. Ricci Tanyao Pinfu. No Sancho, sadly. But also on the Salmon chance, so they have a high chance of Tsumoing. Waifu Sincere drawing the 9 pin and deciding not to discard it. Looks like they might be going Chitoy. However, like I said, Kani manages to sumo the Tanyao hand. For once, managing to win with a Sanmen-chan, which is surprisingly unlikely. This will give them a nice chunk of change into East 1. They're currently quite ahead of the rest. 24,000 points, to be exact.
You know, that's just how Connie plays, and I kind of respect it. But I'm finally able to commentate. What a beautiful day it is today.
Well,
City.
I am happy to announce my guest commentator here.
Thanks, Heki.
Yeah. Anyway, Waifus and Syrup has Chitoy potential. Navitas has an okay hand.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say I'm gonna guess.
They are not
yeah, they're not gonna say no to that.
Yeah. It's
now the real question is, are they gonna be able to use their double Dora or their Akka in this hand? That's a phenomenal question. Because, like, let's say in the hypothetical chance we see the East, do you take the East? Probably,
I think
right?
you do take the East. I do think that they should be able to at least keep one of the red fire.
That's the dream.
Fires.
The issue is there's just too many blocks. We're gonna have to let something. Oh, you can just draw the East. Dang, all right, easy enough.
I think you might. I don't think you drop the 9 so here. You drop one of the Akka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels sad, but it's correct. And now if you see the 2 or the 9, you have a hard life choice in front of you, which is, am I okay with 3 Han? Am I okay with 3 Han chasing Arichi? At least your Dora's safe. That's nice. Oh, they didn't even think. They're like, actually, I'm great. And that's all the Dora.
Yeah.
That is wild. Oh.
But a decent way, it's also Genbutsu against Navitas.
True, it's true. It's honestly quite impressive. You know, if you are Navitas here, you're thinking to yourself, actually, you're phenomenally happy that you just dropped the 5 there, because you're like, well, now I have a beautiful Stuji trap, but we'll see.
I think Kani should be fine with just dropping the Norse here.
Okay.
They're quite far ahead, but they push the 6 pin anyway. But not that it matters, because Waifus and Syrup just sumos anyway.
Yep.
Kani, again with the rigged Hypai. Looks like they might go Chanta Dora 3.
That'd be pretty funny. That'd be fantastic. I would love it.
They don't even need to. They don't even need to pawn the Chun.
It's
they
true.
could just go Chanta Dora 2.
Yeah. The funny thing is, Navitas and Talkover both have the red, so there might be an interesting situation here where their hands are just permanently dead. Or maybe they'll be able to get to the Tonki weight. We'll see.
Wyphens and Syrup, looking pretty good, despite the two Kanchan in their hand. The East.
The pressure's now on for everybody.
I think it's fair.
No, yeah.
Getting rid of the chance that they have in their hand.
Yeah.
Especially you have the 2/8 so you weren't probably gonna get it anyway.
Mm-hmm. Now that you've seen Cunny drop, well, they're not really the greatest tiles. So you might not think Tenpai just yet, but it's kind of scary when you see Navitas drop a 7 and a 5, both from hand. You're just like, wait a second, how close are they to Tenpai now? Oh, that feels a little bad. That is life.
However, I do think with Navitas, especially with this hand, they will probably slam it. It's a Ricci Tanyao Pinfu. While the Tanyao is not guaranteed.
Yeah. I mean, I would slam it, but yeah. And Connie has hit Tenpai, looking for a Soul 3 dot. 2 of them already taken up, but you never know where they might come from.
Yeah, like we said, Navida's just slamming the moment he reaches Tenpai.
Yeah, it's just, why wouldn't you? It's the perfect dish. And then Connie over here now has to think to themselves, do I want to push? The answer is probably yes. I mean, are you going to say no to a manga?
Also, you have 4 tiles in your hand. If you decide to fold,
it's impossible.
You're not gonna get very far.
No, it's going to be a very large struggle bus. Ooh. Oh, the sumo? Oh. That's just not fair.
Funny showing why he has flow.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Getting 2 cracked sumos in 3 turns.
However, never say it's over until, it's your last dealership. That's my funny thought. So, it's just East. None of this even matters. I mean, 50K, it's nothing compared to second dealership.
Yeah, you could always just get your own Baimon.
Yeah, just get your own Baimon. Easy peasies.
However, Navitas doesn't look like he will get a Baimon this turn, however.
No, well, you never know. He could double up on the Dora and get like an Imperial SSK 7 or 6, 7, 8. I don't know.
Yeah, there does seem to be some Sanshoku chances. Could be 6, 7, 8, but I think the 7, 8, 9 is a bit more likely.
Most likely.
Keep the 6 pin as the pair in that case.
And then you hopefully get rid of 1 6 character, and the 1 3 5 figures its life out. Oh, the 4's not a bad keep. All right, kind of hurts the SSK chances, but we'll see.
Yeah, of course, you don't need to get a Baimon if you just get an insane range on streak.
That is true too. It's, surprisingly enough, you can just win and it's good enough. Just yesterday, I was playing in a game and it was repeat 7, and was not a very fun game for me.
That's called the hostage table.
Yeah, it was also East 1. It was just you were just there forever, and I was like, this is a great game. Mahjong's fun. I got second that game, so And Cunny just out here ruthlessly thinking, yeah, let's go for the 4-7. I'm in there.
It's just a normal Ricci. They do have 1 Dora, so the value is not there yet. However, there's always chances of getting Dora.
True. I feel like Cunny's mindset is probably not, I need money anymore. It's probably more so, I just want to win and get out of here. The longer these rounds go on, the more concerning it might become.
Money is always good. Let's be honest.
That is true. Money is fantastic. And what's even more great than money? More money. And you can get that by winning the Whale Cup. That's a
Anyway,
good pickup for
Navitas has a
Navitas,
chance.
though. Yeah.
They could go Kanchan for Man, but they go for the Shampoo 5/6.
That makes
which
sense.
is
Yeah.
which is the more natural looking one.
Yeah. Oh, they won't drop it though, right? Well, that gave me a little scare right there.
It slots in pretty well into their hand, so
Yeah. We might get to an exhaustive kind of situation here. I'm not certain any of the players will probably want to let go of these tiles, so it might be a self-draw or nothing.
I don't know if Waifus and Syrup gets into Tenpai,
Might pop
it
out the
might
7.
it might be a bit awkward for them.
Yeah.
Unless of course
Ooh. Oh no,
they draw
as
the
you
luck 7.
said.
Ah,
I was like, yeah, you probably drop the 7 there if you're trying to push. I mean, it's a good hand. Good for them, it's not a lot, but it's very annoying for everyone on the table to think, man, I'd really like Cunny to stop winning.
were they in Tenpai already?
I don't think so. Maybe they had a Tenpai, but they chose for the Tanyao Tenpai. I think that's what happened. I could be wrong. Though, Dealer starting off with double Dora, you always love to see that. It's not a bad hand. It's got some nice blockage.
Kanye, however, brutally getting the tiles that they need, filling in the
Yeah.
Kanchan immediately.
I didn't want to say anything. I was just looking and I was like, oh god, they just keep hitting. They can't keep getting away if they don't even want it. They're like, nah, actually, the 5, not even good enough. I'll keep the Akka bamboo. I love it. Everyone else's hand is okay. Waifu's hand it's fine. The issue is there's a little bit of clunkiness to the dots, but maybe we could see an Itsu if they get really lucky. Navita's hand is potentially really nice if he gets the Tanyao variant, which I think is probably what's going to happen.
Navitas has a lot of options to resolve the awkward shapes. Like, there's a lot of potential there.
Yeah. And then, of course, Dealer over here, their shapes need a little bit of love, but if they can get themselves at 8-9 squared away or something, they'll feel pretty happy about where they're going. Now, here's a question. Would you have called that 5 dot? It's potentially reasonable, right? It's hard, though.
I probably wouldn't yet. There are 3 out though, so that's the problem. The other problem, however, is you have 2 shapes in your hand, which are not Tanyao.
But now we're running into an obstacle, which is if all the 5s are dead, we're gonna just rely on Dora. That's a hard pill to swallow. And they don't know this, but we know this. We know that Dora is actually up here, and there's a Dora in Navita's hand, so they actually can never get anything else with this 2 dot. But it's all right.
This is also one way to resolve this conundrum by making a different shape out of it. Looks like Navitas is slowly building up his hand. It's still a little ways away. There is a chance that they might not hit the Tanyao, but there's already 2 of them out. The 2 of the 1 pin out, and there's the 3rd. Ooh, Dealer getting a pair out of their 6-man, managing to get rid of their 8-9 Penchan, and they are now Ishan 10. They might want to call from this point on. They decide to just fold. I pers I probably would just push the eight so. It is really scary to throw the eight, but um, I yeah. Not that it actually matters, because Connie wins another hand. But yeah, I probably would have just pushed it. The point situation is just terrible at this point. You either win big at this point, or you just reset your streak. Because even if you get even if you get second in this game, I don't think you have the points to get a good streak with that. Does the leaderboard show it in the lobby? Amazing. Navitas won their first game. Connie getting a great draw with their 8-pin, managing to pair it up. This looks like possibly just Tanyao Pinfu. However, they are still missing a block for it.
I forgot to unmute myself. You were just talking to a ghost for a moment. It's all right.
I'm used to it at this point.
Yeah. I gotta say, Cunny's hand keeps advancing and it bothers me deeply. It can't just keep getting away with these high pies. They're too good. And I think they just keep drawing good tiles. Damn. All right. The worst part is no one can use the white dragon. So when it eventually falls out of Cunny's hand, if it does, oh, that's a fantastic pick for Taka though.
I'm just imagining that Cunny will just draw two more white tiles.
What if they just yeet the white right here? It'd be a horrible play, but it'd be interesting. Oh my.
Well, waifus did.
Yeah. Well, in Cunny's position, it's a terrible play because they have so much to lose from their position that white would be a bad idea.
But now that someone else has tread the minefield for them,
yeah,
they will
it's perfectly
gladly
fine.
just throw it.
This is going to be maybe a 3-side. Oh, never mind. I just realized that's a roll. Oh, I've never seen this outfit for Kana. It's kind of nice.
Navita's getting baited by the Cheetoy.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Very sad.
This is why you don't trust Cheetoy.
Exactly. I'm just happy Cunny didn't win that hand, honestly. That was diabolical.
That would have been disgusting. Another Sanmen-chan Mentam pin.
The funny thing is, second, third, and fourth is they're all within 8,000 points of each other. It's very close still. And you're like, oh my.
Connie having a disgusting high pie once again. They're currently Menhon. They currently have a Menhon. However, their shapes are not amazing, but there's a lot you can do with this hand. It also helps that the other players, while they're getting along, they're not very fast, from what I can see.
No, not too quick, which is okay. this hand.
That is a draw.
That is a draw.
Oh, Navita's getting a good draw.
Yeah.
They are Ishanten with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, there's
They
not
are
a huge.
Ishanten with floating 6 and floating 6. 6 0,
But
6 1.
can you beat the Thunder that is Cunny just drawing the best tile every turn?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Oh, they're open for waifus. They're gonna bank on that green, which is a fine thought. I feel like people have been pretty loose with their dragons. Oh, that's Tempai, I do believe. Looking on the 8 so.
Kani deciding that Menhon is too fancy for him, so he just opens up, waiting on the.
Classic Ricci Pinfu for Navitas, which is it's nice.
Is Kani waiting on 8-9 so?
Wait. No,
Yeah, I
that's
think
impossible. No, that's impossible. You can only be waiting on the 9. Yeah,
I
only the
think they're
9.
waiting 8-9 so. Because it's
Because they have
4
triple
pair.
fours. Oh my god,
Yeah,
you're right.
4 pair, 4 5 6.
That's
7.
so that's fucked up. It's 8 and 9. Look at that range. Oh, that feels terrible. See the Akka just float away.
Waifus going
Oh.
into Tempai without any Yaku.
Yeah, I was gonna say that 7 was scary, but now we
and now
don't
they do have a Yaku,
Yes, but now they need a Tonki weight.
which is fine in my opinion.
Yeah, they really. Oh no, that goes in their hand. They're fine. They're fine. I do love how red their hand is, though. Just the whole sequence.
Oh, is he gonna con? This is not a recommended con at all. But they do it anyway.
They dodged the wind that they wanted. They had 2 wins and they hit the only one that they didn't want. That is a shame.
But yeah, this con is a pure chaos con from Connie.
Oh yeah.
They had no reason to do that. Luckily, the east wind is basically dead at this point.
Oh. Yeah, that does
Okay,
it. I don't actually know the weights here. I'm sorry. There's a little too many. I think it's 4-sided.
It's at least 5/8 so.
Yeah, it's at
probably
least 5-8. I think it's 5-8-7. Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, that might make Navitas a little sad, but at the same time, he'll probably be like, actually, I'm not last, so that's just fine.
That was a disgusting hand, and I don't condone anything that I don't condone anything that happened that round.
Nor do I. Ooh, double Dora for Navita start though. That's lovely. The rest of the hand could use some work, but you know that's fine.
They do have a completed meld with Arianmen, so it's a start, and they pair up the 8 so as well. So it could come quite far from this point on. Takehisa has already managed to get an Anko of Chun. The rest of their hand, it looks like they have a few Kanchan that they need to fill up. Or just pair up. Currently have 4 pairs, technically. Still keep the pairs in their hand. Kani speeding through. Currently Ishanten. For Tanya Dora 1.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanting to end the game at this point.
Yeah, I could understand that. If you have 68K and you think to yourself, I want more, I feel like you're. I
Waifus
mean,
and Spirit opening up their hand, denying themselves the extra Han from Honitsu. Closed Honitsu.
yeah, close Tonitsu. I was like, there's still Honitsu, but yeah. Which, not a bad weight. Not at all. No. Hey, look, ooh,
Uh,
very good pickup for Navitas, though. Let's see that. We'll probably see a nice little improvement.
yeah, North is already once cut. Might nudge someone to deal into you.
True.
Preferably, you want Navitas to deal into you.
Yes.
If the North shows up in his hand, he might push it.
I would not be surprised.
Especially with these 3 Dora in his hand.
Yeah. This is a. Oh, he tosses the eights. Impressive. So he's really accepting the cons. So this creates an awkward situation where everyone is literally right next to each other.
Yeah,
So
this is a battle for second.
yeah, this is a battle for second, and it's going to be. I need to realize I'm not allowed to do that. And who do you think has the best hand here?
Um,
I'm gonna say Navitas. I think.
yeah, Navitas has the best shapes of them all.
Yeah. Completed block double, long completed block hanging 5, but the you know what? Just get the 3-sided. Beautiful. All right.
Yeah, he's just immediately in Ishanten.
Yeah.
Um,
Aka's hand is okay. A lot of
if he
doubles
reaches
though.
Tenpai, I guess he'd probably just Dama. Um,
Or
like it
Navitas, you mean?
sucks. It sucks. He probably has to give up his first place game.
Oh,
Oh,
I
he
see.
reaches.
Oh, whoa! He's in there. He's in there. All right. You know, I don't mind it. It's 3-sided. You're probably.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
3-sided. You go for the
yeah,
sumo.
yeah. The sumo here is phenomenal. Sadly, not Tanya out, but I think you'll live. Oh, that is just bittersweet. That is just the meanest thing the game could give you.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Navitas here is just trying to get as much points to keep his first place from the first game live. Not trying to not trying to start a new streak like the other ones on the table. Except Connie, of course. Um, Takahisa Ishanten. Not sure that they would push. They should push, at least.
I think they have enough room to push. I think
But
if Cunny put
the
deals in, they're actually kind of happy.
the 5-pin in their discard pool is kind of awkward.
Yes.
Is one way to
Yes.
say.
Yes. It is a little problematic. Oh, there's the sumo.
Navi.
I mean, the odds on a 3-sided is pretty high. It's not too surprising.
No
I
Ura
don't
though, so
know.
he gets the fake. He gets the pin foot sumo, which is always a little bit sad.
-10 despite being in second is just devastating. But you know, life goes on. I'm sure Cunny is going to be ecstatic about that, but the other 3 players might be thinking I probably need to restart my streak.
Yeah, I think Navitas is still in a decent shape. He
Yeah,
lost 10 points, but he got plus 40 in the first game,
yeah.
so he can still manage to.
Do you think this
like,
is the same Maria, the
that's the
same
Master
player?
3 Maria. Yeah, no,
Oh, is she not the same player? I swore she was. Well,
I
Nico
recently played
in there
against.
too.
I recently played against them. I think they were Master 3.
Oh, okay.
But
It's a
yeah,
nice
it's the
close
exact
game.
same name, and the English Mahjong community is a little bit
True.
insular. So it wouldn't surprise. It's probably just the same person.
Someone just asked me the match
Courage
winner link.
doesn't. Oh, is this time to shield the Macherino?
Not really. I mean, no one has to do it, but I mean, because it doesn't go to me or it just goes back to the prize pool. But it's a nice way for me to find out if the community actually is willing to put money into these events along with me or not. That's mainly the experiment I'm doing. What am I seeing these people drawing? Oh, they decide not to take the
Doesn't go for
Tenpai. All right.
I don't know exactly why. They might be scared of the Suji trap on the 5-man.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Maria's a scary player. You played against them? They're pretty scary. They're very flowful at the very least. Oh,
they go for Toy Toy.
Oi Toy. Oh, they're after my own heart. I love them.
Oh
no. Oh no. Oh. There's no Yaku for it. That's right.
There's a sumo.
But there's a sumo for it. I was like, there's no Yaku, but there is a sumo.
But yeah, I wanted to say that the 7-man was guaranteed dead. Not that Courage would know, since it was stuck in Maria's hand, who wasn't Ricci. So the Toy Toy was guaranteed if they managed to win.
One moment, I forgot something. I forgot we have a new player.
Isn't there a way to automate this?
Yeah, probably. I didn't think about this. I didn't think about this, and I probably should have. It's on me. Before, when we were with a different client, they were separate, so I could just add them on a website.
However, I'm aware of the website.
Yeah, but this one, there's no website. I could make a separate account and easily just log into the thing and give it admin permissions, but it's a little clunky to do that midstream, so...
I am well aware.
But anyways, it looks like the players here are not at all saddened about the last round. Instead, they're just steaming ahead, and dear God, these hands are kind of scary.
Oh God. Courage probably wanting to go Chinitsu.
I would be okay with that.
The Ryanman in their hand might look like an obstacle, even though, especially since the 7-so is Dora. But you gain so much more value if you go Chinitsu.
And we just see a quick Ricci from Maria, probably. Oh, they take the Dama approach. Interesting. You think they're trying to get the Pinfu option with the 2 or 5 upgrade?
I'm guessing they would Pinfu, or they do the fake master move, and they don't fake master it.
No fake master.
Showing that they are actually
a real master.
Yeah.
Actually, what they were waiting was they were baiting out Nico's con. They knew this would happen, but only if they hadn't reached. The amount of value...
Nico Knee's hand is a mess.
It is a mess. They've gone open twice, and they don't have a clear guaranteed Yaku out. I'm presuming Tanyao, but it is... It's gonna be
by the
hard
way,
to
Courage
yes.
Going Chinitsu. Dropping Dora twice.
I'm okay with that.
I like it.
They thought about Dora Theory and like, Dora Theory, get out of here. And they just hit the 2. Phenomenal. Beautiful.
This is not Tenpai.
No, it is not Tenpai. Not yet. They want that tile, and then it will be Tenpai. I think you dropped the...
Is this Tenpai?
No. But it's okay. Maybe they're trying to go for an Itsu variation with the 5-6, which is very greedy. That's going to take a few more turns to get to. Oh, they hit the 2, though. Now it'll be Tenpai. Wait.
They don't take it.
No, they did the one variation that wasn't Tenpai. That's all right.
Nico Ni showing Chinitsu to the board, even though it's not. So I think the good players will see through the bluff, especially with this 2-pin Tadashi.
Oh, now okay.
Especially when you see the early.
No matter how they split it, it's Tenpai now.
Yeah, but they don't take the Itsu.
No, they don't take the Itsu. It's a little surprising. I really thought that's what they were going for. I think
Well, the
they're
Itsu
really
would-
afraid of dropping the 5 dot. The more I think about how they've been playing, the 5 dot is like they just don't want to drop it.
Then again, the Itsu doesn't change the value.
No,
It's
no,
6
no, no.
Han versus 7 Han.
Yes,
But
true.
it would be fancier. And they do.
Ooh. Into the other Honitsu, the smaller Itsu cousin.
The not Honitsu.
Yeah. I learned that the other English term for Honitsu is common flesh. And I was like, oh, that's a weird name. I don't know if I like that. Much prefer half flesh. I don't know.
Half flesh also sounds a bit weird if you think about it.
I just don't like to think about it, and it's fine.
Okay.
uh,
That's how I go through my life as well, I guess.
yeah. So what we got here is not a bad hand in any way, shape, or form for Johnny. I kind of like it. There's some potential here to maybe get like something 3-sided on those bamboos, or we just get a nice clean set, and we'll see. Could be Pinfu in just a second. Who knows?
I mean, best case scenario, you just draw the 3-star and slam the Pinfu.
Yeah, that's the best case situation. There's a slightly better situation here where we get the 8, but it's like whatever.
I don't.
It's tricky here. I don't feel very good. Dodging the Ipatsu feels good.
I don't think Tuso would have been the best. However, also with the Ricci, it's makes it a lot harder.
The single tile dealing. Those always feel a little strange and hurtful. A nice hand though for Kuja. Really makes them feel a little bit better for the dealing they just had. And that's a very shiny hand for Nico Ni. And they got themselves double white, so perhaps they can lead the way. Oh,
get some of their points back.
They're doing a thing that I classically see in many players, which is they usually reject the first honor for the option of getting more value.
With this hand, I'd probably just take it immediately.
Yeah, I think I would probably take it immediately too. I would be hesitant to not try to go as fast as humanly possible on my dealership, but I can also understand the greed approach. It also makes it kind of nice to Ricci if we get to that stage to Ricci on the whites, if that somehow comes up. So that'd be fun. Or you just draw it. See? See?
Yeah.
Come on. Why didn't you see the draw? Come on. Nico Ni saw the draw coming.
Nico Ni somehow managed to build one-shot Johnny's wall. Missed Khan, of course.
I would not have drawn a Khan. You don't wait. What?
No, they wouldn't have. But
it's not a missed Khan.
It's the missed Khan, of course.
All right, whatever. It's a little clunky though when you have double 1-so, double 5, and double 6. You're gonna have to cut one of these, but it's gonna be a little bit weird.
But yeah, you are still just Ishan 10. If you draw the 4-7 pin, it's amazing.
Yes.
A lot of value even if you drop the Dora 5 so.
But if you draw the 4, we get a little bit off we lose the station, which is okay. Ooh, that would be Tenpai.
Not a good Tenpai.
No, it's not a great Tenpai. Now that's kind of tempting. Oh, they tossed the white. Interesting.
Going for the Cheetoy. They really want to greet all the Dora.
Yeah, they really do. They tossed a 7, realizing that tile is terrible for their Cheetoy. Understandable. There are 2 cut souths, so they're gonna have to get pretty lucky to get the last south. And they draw the triple five. Oh, that's painful to see.
The greed for Chitoy was the wrong choice. You had to greed for the Suanko.
Apparently. Courage over there getting themselves a nice little Ricci. Looking just for the seven pin or seven character. Sheesh.
Maria's hand was looking quite fancy. However, they dropped the seven pin there, deciding not to go for it. Kabe on the seven. It was Kabe on the 7 pin, so I'm guessing they assumed the 8 pin was safer. Do they have any safe? Is this? Oh, it's Itsu. Itsu Pinfu. All right.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's a little awkward that we got here so late, but never a problem. Ooh, spooky tile. But luckily it works into their hands, so I don't think we'll be seeing it. Would you take that just for the tenpai?
Which tempai?
If you take the... Oh, no, it's not even a tenpai, you're right. Wow. Oh, they finally got the 5. Oh, it's a shame.
However, they are on a landmine right now. And
Yeah.
they dealt in.
Yeah. At least they, you know...
That is a big deal in.
Yeah. It doesn't feel good. It's only East 4, though. So, I mean... Or South 1. The comebacks are possible. Maria's hand, immediately I see it and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, they're going quick. That makes sense. Yep. Can you guess what Maria's hand is? I'll give you 3 guesses.
It's Hatsunomi.
Yeah, it's Hatsunomi. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah, you figured it out. Kuja, though, hitting their triple red, and they're like, oh yeah,
Courage also needs to speed up, seeing that Maria is also
Pretty
either
ahead.
Ishanten or Tenpai with 2 calls.
Yeah.
From their perspective, of course.
No
You can see here that
con
there are Ishanten.
from One Shot Johnny. Ooh, that is gonna be Tenpai for Maria. And they take the North weight. That makes sense. Good pickup, though. That 5 dot does a lot in their hand.
It's a good it's a good tile. However, I'm not sure if I agree with keeping the 4-7 pin.
Yeah, I might have wanted to cut the... It's a little hard. Oh. That's unpleasant.
Yeah.
I was about to just dig into the idea of how being headless is a weird spot to be. I'm like, yep, that doesn't matter.
No, but even then, 4-7 pin doesn't look like the best tiles you can keep this late, especially with a...
I think you cut a 4 or a 7, and then you accept if you get like an 8. You're like, all right, well, now I'm just going to cut another one of my sequences, things that aren't finished, so that my 9 is my double still or something.
Maria has a very interesting hand building up for them.
Yes,
seeing the value in the 1, 3, 4, 5, 7 shape.
Mm-hmm. You know,
I see so many people just cut either the 1 or the 7.
Well, there's a 7. But yes,
yeah, but that 7 is just irrelevant.
Yeah,
no one cares about that 7.
I will say 1, 3, 4, 5, 7 is actually quite a nice shape. It's just very difficult because of how many tiles it takes up in your hand. If you can keep it in your hand while not ruining your shapes, I think it's a good idea. Now, Courage over there getting themselves another 6. They're going to double up on that one. We might see a cheat toy from there if things get a little more parry, but we'll see.
I like the look of Nico Ni's hand.
It is quite nice. The triple... Oh, it's not triple 9s. It's a 7. That's a shame.
Oh, one shot Johnny.
That is pretty good. Not Tempai yet, but we're so close. Just one more
They're very
station.
good shapes.
Yeah.
They're very good shapes.
Yeah. Ooh. Keeps
Yeah, you
it.
dropped the seven
Yeah.
so there. That seems fair.
Yeah.
Strong Ishanten. You will reach this. Try to farm some points.
That's the dream.
Is you don't pawn this, even though you really want to.
Yeah, that's just it's if you pawn that, you're in a world of hurt because now your shape is just destroyed. It's horrible. Hmm. Interesting three pickup. Tosses the one from hand, trying to give it a little bit of a misdirect. Sadly, does not con to ruin their hand. It's a shame.
I'm surprised Maria even has their calls turned on at this point. You don't want to call anything with this hand. The
No, no.
Ishanten is so strong.
Wow, look at that draw. That's fantastic.
This is an Entotsu.
You think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
4 4 5 5 5 6 7.
you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's a good hand.
Sadly, you can't get Sound Uncle with this.
No, sadly. And the immediate chase from Nico Ni, they got a little bit of they got the improvement they needed just right away. Look for a 6-3 from them, bamboo style.
Richie Ipeko Pinfu.
Yep. Ooh, comes out from Kudra. That bounces back Nico.
It's a close game.
Yeah. I'd say well
it's two halves, but
I was gonna say that it's close between fourth and third and first and second right now, but you never know. Still self 3.
One Shot Johnny doesn't have the best shapes.
Ooh,
Does
double
draw
east though.
Does draw their East. Might come out now.
Oh, would you look at that? The perfect timing.
I think you have to, I think you have to call it even though you don't have any head in your hand.
No, yeah, I think
your hand is just too slow if you don't have a guaranteed Yaku right now.
And we have a lot of things that we can toss from this hand that we're not too upset head hunting. So it's not too bad. We can always hit a 1, 1, or 6 out of nowhere. It'd be great. Maria's hand is slowly shaping up. It's going to be a while till her hand is primo. It'll be a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like it's a 3 Shantan.
Nico's hand. Oh, they're going to go. Oh, they're trying for the Honitsu then, I presume.
Opening for Honitsu. Yeah.
And they gave a one shot Johnny Tempai. So that's perfect. Looking for a Tuso. Which, I mean, that's a little bit of value. You were looking for value at this hand. Here you go. Not a lot, but value's value. I feel like there's nothing sadder than seeing, oh, nice triple greens. But I feel like there's nothing sadder than having a hang an Aka and you just don't know what to do with it. I'm just looking at that 5 in Nico's hand. I'm just like, damn, how do you get rid of this tile even?
They slammed the Kanchan instead of the Shanpon.
Mm-hmm. Johnny got an upgrade for 4-7. It loses the Dora chance, but, you know, better weights. Oh, they knew. They just knew. And they got the donation stick. It's perfect.
That brings him up to first.
Yes, it does bring him up to first. Not a huge margin, but, I mean, first is first. Doesn't matter.
However, sadly, this hand is pretty rubbish.
I'm surprised some people have 4 games in already. I just looked at the leaderboard and I was like, my, they're blazing.
I think best case scenario, you get Sanchoku here. There is a world where you get Chanta or Junchan.
I think
However,
Shanta is acceptable.
yes, but it seems quite far-fetched. They
That's
are
a hard,
thinking about it.
yeah, that was a hard life choice right there. They were probably between the East and the Six, so right there. Row the five. That's nice.
Yeah. I think you just give up on Chanta here. However, they
Yeah.
also give up on Sanshoku.
I'm not sure if you had a really good option select for getting rid of.
Sanshoku was your only Yaku that allowed you to open up. That's...
I mean, sure, but I don't know. This looks fine. I feel like if you didn't drop the one character, what would you have dropped instead? I think like you just would have ruined your shapes.
I'd probably just go four characters. Try to maintain the Sanshoku.
Huh? Well, it
Possibly
doesn't.
open up the Dora and the Sanshoku have the same value.
Hmm. Nico Nico's hand looks phenomenal. Now, by the way,
Yep.
uh,
Um.
they could maybe get a Paycall, but or they could just have triple sixes and triple sevens. All right, sure. Yeah, all right. They toss out Dora and they say, actually, I just want to wait on a 4-7. Wow. And that's gonna give Kuja a nice little third place situation. Ura for Mangan, nice.
This is a tough spot to be in if you're Courage.
Yeah, I feel like at your point value, the only way you can get somewhere is Yakuman, really. You could Hane direct Nico Nico Ni, but that's asking for a lot, I feel like.
Hmm. What would you do if you had Courage's hand right now?
If I had
Like,
Garage's hand,
at least, at least,
I'd probably go Chinitsu.
yeah. You want to at least get Itsu here.
Yeah. Itsu would be nice. Itsu, Chinitsu would, or if you can stack up on Doras, I don't know. You need some kind of out. It's very tricky. However, I don't think the players on the table are going to really allow this because it looks like people are going to be fairly quick this hand. I'm a little worried that somehow Maria is going to find a way forward. I'm not sure how yet, but hand smells weird.
Maria has some nice shapes, but also has some awkward shapes at the same time. It kind of levels out their speed.
Yeah.
Um, they could call to go for Itsunomi. Uh, but yeah, the 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That's just probably one of the saddest shapes you can have.
Mm-hmm. Nico Nico Ni drawing the 9 here, which causes a bit of a headache. Ooh, all right.
I think that might have been. I
Would
think
you,
that might
would
have
you
been a misplay.
you think? I mean, they clearly here don't want to do the 3 Tonki. I mean, that's the alternative, right? You do like a 3 Tonki or something.
Yeah. Uh, mm,
It's a situation to be certain. Now, if we draw the 4 here, we get a wonderful 3. Actually, the 3 Tonki makes sense and such, which is fine.
yeah, three. If you draw a 4-man, it's a 3-sided tanky.
Yeah, which is nice. 369. It's pretty nice. Not a lot of points, but it's still nice.
Oh, Maria manages to find a Sanshoku out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was afraid of this hand. I looked at it, I was like, something about this hand is going somewhere, and it went somewhere.
I did not see that at all.
That's why we're over here and they're in the minefield.
Courage found their Ipeiko.
It's nice. They could they could have tried to go for Ryan Peiko. Gone after my own heart. I think I might have Dama that hand just for the chance of Ryan Peiko. I don't know, but because I'm not sure where else we're getting much more value from this hand. Ooh, the 2 dot. Maria sniffs the danger. All right.
This hand from Courage is not enough points.
No,
It's
not
Ricci.
without
It's
Ura.
Ricci, Ipeko, Dora, uh, Dora 3, which is Mangan.
Yeah, that's
Tsumo for Haneman. You
that's not enough though.
which yeah, but you
Ooh,
want to you need to Tsumo then, right? Like
yeah,
you can't run in this situation.
no. I feel like maybe you're just hoping for. Oh, that's a tricky little pickup.
I think you drop the 4-pin. Go for the Dora Nobetan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now we could get a double roll and the game could keep going. Wouldn't that be fun? Head bump is off. As a reminder, head bump is off. The worst rule in mahjong is off.
I doubt we're gonna see a double run on the Dora though.
No, probably
It
not. That wouldn't be Dora. It's a two dot.
oh all right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought the two
No, you're
pin was
good.
the Dora.
You're good. Maria out here casually folding had their SSK in the bag, and they're like, actually, I'm good. I'm happy with second place. And honestly, it's a good second place. They shouldn't be angry about their position at all. A little bit of frustrating 9 pickup. That would have probably brought them over the edge. Okay. We might just get an exhaust, and that'll be that. It's kind of what it's looking like.
It will still continue.
Yeah, it will still continue. It's not bad.
Oh, now there's the Dora.
Ooh, doesn't matter. All right, 3 tempais, and Maria pays up 3,000, but I think they're okay with that. They're probably not happy about how much more they have to win to get first, but yeah.
This is a good hand from Nico Nikoni. It's 2, 4, 5, 6 shapes. If they draw the 5 so, they can switch over to Tanya or Sanshoka. Maybe even Pinfu. They draw north. Still Pinfu chances. No Tanya chances anymore.
As a reminder, if you're watching the stream and you're thinking, gee whiz, I would like to play in the Whale Cup, you still can sign up, and you also don't have to play today. I've had a few people just ask me if they can play tomorrow, and the answer is yes. You can play whenever you would want throughout this weekend until Sunday at 5 p.m. EST.
Just like me, I will be playing tomorrow.
Yep. You know what days I'll be playing? None.
Yeah. It's kind of sad. Imagine not playing in your own tournament.
Yeah.
Like everyone else that organizes tournaments, probably.
Oh, God. You don't understand how thirsty I get for like playing as I watch these games. I'm just like, wow, it'd be really fun to play Mahjong right now. No, Nico's hand is phenomenal. I've been kind of ignoring it because I was like, do I even need to talk about this hand? It's great. They might get SSK even. However,
they really want to have that 4 so or the 7 pin.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's also really good. Surprise, surprise, also really good. Now here's the thing: you could drop the Norfs now and go Tanyao. It's a little sad. Maria went so hard open so quick, and their hand has not been able to progress properly. And that's a potential Ricci if Nico wants it. It is a free 10, which...
It's also
very dead.
There is 1 2-pin left in the wall.
Yes, there's 1 2-pin left in the wall. There are 3 dead in the 5s in the discards and 1 in their hand.
Yeah, 5-pin is completely dead.
That is
2-pin is almost dead.
Here might have been a situation where tips might have hurt, but we don't know. I would say a dealer Ricci in this situation in general is very scary to play against. So hypothetically, they could be working off of that situation. However, Maria does not respect that and immediately goes Tenpai for the 2-5 bamboo.
Yeah, folding for Maria is not really
An option.
well, folding for Maria might be an option. However, you have to assume that
Ooh.
Nico Ni will win if you fold.
Yeah. That is enough, I think. Wow, yeah, just
with the
barely.
Ricci, the sticks helped them out real.
Man,
real
Maria played wonderfully that game. Honestly, that was phenomenal. They were very defensive when they needed to be, and they played it right. But luckily for everyone, there are 47 hours to play, so even if you have bad games, you can just make up and play a different game.
Gee whiz, 47 hours. It's such a weird number.
It really is. The way you said gee whiz there made me think of gee whiz, Billy. Why do you get 2 hot dogs if you're familiar with that?
I am not.
It's a weird hot dog commercial.
You bring out the weirdest references, you know that?
I am aware. Let's check in with these people. We check into a triple Dora open hand. I always love to see one of those. And it looks like we're seeing some people who play Ricci City quite often if we're looking at these borders and characters. Which some people might be asking, do they give you extra flow? And
yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes. All right. I'm not saying this because Frank has a gun against my head or anything of the such. I would never. But this could become toy.
Opening up.
This could be so amazing. Much. If they draw the 5 here, I'm gonna lose my mind. I mean, the 6, sure, but like the 5 is even tastier. Oh, the green. Oh, it's a shame.
Yeah, Tanyao Dora 3. Yeah, very very spicy.
Yeah, Tanyao Dora 3. If they hit the toy, it's a Hane. I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, if I was on the table here, I'd probably just think I don't want anything to do with this hand. I will I will just fold my brains out. But apparently Kus does not.
Oh my god, the next Dora too. That was beautiful. I like the push there from Coles though. It was nice. They went on the North weight, which most certainly would have come out.
Yeah, but the 5-man push really was really concerning.
It was,
yeah. Leeches getting double ton on their dealership.
It's pretty good. Wow, 3 doubles. Or 4 doubles, sorry, I don't know.
4 doubles. Yeah. 4 doubles with a Dora. Might be thinking of going Chitoy.
No, never. No, please don't. No, not this way. Oh, they dropped the Dora.
Oh, they dropped the Dora as well.
Oh. Maybe they're... Well, I guess we'll see what happens. I hope they go after Toy. I want that dream, even though I know they shouldn't.
Now that Leeches dropped their Dora, it's very openable.
Yeah. Wow, just draw a 3-3. Oh, that's amazing. That's phenomenal. You know, hands like these that are in this pristine condition this early, it's like a Suanko. And it's not even like unreasonable to consider.
Will that be the first Yakuman of the tournament?
Phenomenal question. I'm surprised we haven't had one already. I think the last one.
It was just a question. I'm not sure if there has been a Yakuman yet or not.
No. Request to turn on tile markers. We can turn on tile markers. Which, by the way, you know what's a fun little thing about Ricci City that some other people don't know how to do? You can just turn that on mid-match. It's amazing. It's weird how that just is accessible. Weird.
Oh, Leeches does not go for Toy. Or so.
Oh yeah, you're right. They did not. That's a shame.
And they will probably deal in.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna use that 8, and I'm not sure if they're willing to get rid of. Oh, they dodge it. They at least dodge the Ipeko or the Ipatsu. However, on the run back, they thought to themselves, actually, never mind.
I like this Autozuke more than defense.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think if you're considering the pawn, don't the the 4-man pawn. I
It's
think
a
it's like worse than you think it is, because the Atozuke is probably not going to be worth it in the face of a reach.
Probably not. Also, when you think about the negatives of that hand, um, they lost everything they gained from their earlier win, essentially, which is a little sad. However, Super Star Fox over here has a quite the nice hand, if I say so myself. A little too
Yeah.
many doubles, but that can be cleaned up real fast.
Yeah, you can easily switch up the shape of the Pinzu, the 6, 7, 8 Pinzu. If you draw the 5, 6, 8, 9, you can just drop the 7 and you have a Rianmen out of that.
Yeah, it feels a little sad that we just dropped the 2 and we got the 3, but that's mahjong sometimes. Ooh, the 8
Oh,
pickup is beautiful.
will you will you Furi Ten reach this?
If I draw the 6 every day of the week. But they're not going to draw the 6. What they're going to draw is, well, actually, they really hope they draw the 6 because there's no 6s coming out. I just looked at Sayaya's hand. Ooh, the 8s. The tricky spot.
Yeah, you could guarantee Tanyao, but then you will probably be stuck with a Furi Ten. If I were them, I'd probably, if I were to go this way, cut the 7 so first.
Well,
Then
that's what
you
they did.
could
Here we are.
I mean, I meant before the 4-man. You could have still Shan pawned on the 4-man 7 pin. Even though it's a terrible Shan pawn, it's still something. But this Furi 10, 2 of your win tiles are already out on that you can see. And what they can't see is that there are also 3 more in other people's hand.
You know what makes me happy about the hand that just reached? It's concealed 3 triplets. It just makes me happy. Those are the kind of hands that just bring joy to my happiness. Now, they are also waiting on... Yeah.
Wow, it's guaranteed 3 concealed triplets. That's
which is rare. This does not happen very often.
And they would have gotten their
oh god, they would have gotten Suanko. Oh my god. Let's not don't think that.
Sometimes I wish we could hear their thoughts, because I want to know what they thought when they drew that 5-man.
Yeah. A reason why sometimes maybe Dama's the option,
Yeah. Could have gotten your Sananko Toy Toy.
Yeah. However, the Ricci's nice. You put pressure on the whole table. Hey. Now here the real issue is, though, looking for a 4-7 is difficult, just due to the fact that why is anyone going to drop them? Getting Dora weights are always so. Oh, you can just sumo it. My mistake. My bad. It's a pretty good hand.
See, they read the wall. They knew that they would have drawn the 4-man. Yeah, and they wouldn't complete the Suanko before the Sananko.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course. I mean, honestly, how silly could I have been? Truly.
Nice hand from Star Fox.
Yeah, I definitely say so. It's decent. It's pretty good. You'll probably hit Tenpai with it in, like, honestly, maybe start of second line.
Sayai is making do with their shapes.
They're cleaning up. That's what I always think of. You're getting rid of the tiles that are just ugly, and once you get rid of them, then you can start prettying up the whole entire shop.
But yeah, but it is prettying up quite well. They hope to do something with the Dora that they have in the hand, if they see that it's Dora, of course. What is going on with Goose? I don't think they're cheating. I don't think they're cheating. Ooh. Legis has perfect Ishanten for Pinfu. Waiting on the... Oh, they're Tenpai for a Pinfu. Come on, Richie this. I know you want to Richie this. There... Oh! They Richie on the Kanchan 5-so. Instead of taking the Pinfu. No, the tiles you get to Richie will highlight. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No, but you will be able to see that it's a Pinfu, right? Or at least a two-sided weight. Yeah, but I mean, with these shapes, you should be able to see that it's a two-sided weight. If the 7-so lights up, and they would have sumoed the Pinfu. Yeah. Siam manages to draw the double Dora. Maybe that will change their course for this hand. Try to push a bit more now that you have a lot more value in your hand than before. And Lee just manages to read that they will get the AK5 if they don't take the Pinfu. Oh god. Sayai has some good shapes. Missing a block. Missing a pair even. But apart from that, they will have a decent road to Tenpai. Kus. Yeah. Oh, are you using a different account this time?
No.
No. Oh, okay, so we're leaving this.
Yeah, it's just you for a little bit. No, we're not leaving this game. We'll be
Oh.
here for a bit. It's just this little group, and I'm just like, it's gonna take me a little bit.
All right. Legis is shaping up quite well for their Tenpai. They are currently 2 Shanten, but their shapes are pretty decent for the 2 Shanten. Kus draws another 4-pin. Yeah, you want to confirm the 4-man as the pair in this case, probably. Lot of pairs showing up in Kus's hand. So, ooh, Ishanten for Chitoy. They take the Ishanten. Why resolve the pairs in your hand if you could just turn it into Chitoy? Is Chitoy Dora 3? Could Richie this? Star Fox reaches their Pinfu. And Kus is Tenpai for Chito. They Suji trap their weight, dropping the 5-so. But they draw the 1-pin, which will deal into Star Fox. They do not play it. They decide that they want to play the Suji on it. On Star Fox's Richita. Always a bit sketchy to do, but this time it works out. Cheetoys just happen. Sometimes they just show up. Everyone being quite disciplined so far. Looks like Sayai is just folding. Their hand isn't in the best shape to move on. And Kus sumoing their Cheetoy for a Haneman. Imagine Dama Haneman. That's the power of Cheetoy. Let's see. Kus has decent chances of getting an Itsu here. Have to decide between the 5-so and the 1-2 Penchan. In my opinion, either one would have been fine, but they decide to go with the 5-so. They draw the Dora again, but they realize they already discarded it and they will Tsubogiri it. Liege's drawing quite a useful tile. This makes them Ishanten. They have chances of Ipeiko, Pinfu. Yeah, Ipeiko and Pinfu. This widens their Ishanten, the 1-pin draw. By how much? I can't say for certain. Oh, Lee just forgoes the Ipeiko chance. Hopes to draw the 5-so, which will just give them Pinfu. Who's probably trying to go Chinitsu. Not seeing anything useful. If they Chi here, they will be locking themselves into Chinitsu. Decide not to take it. Personally, I'm fine with either way. They are not going Chinitsu and decided to drop the 9-man. And Legis has quite the Tenpai. It's an Entotsu with Samenchan. So it's a 1-4-7 pin with a 4-so Tenpai. Kus here. Not Tenpai yet. Having this shape and not being in Tenpai, that's just unfortunate, but that's just luck of the draw. Star Fox also reaching, trying to get Ipeiko. Tanyao, Pinfu, Tora 1, possible Ipeiko. Sayai drawing the 4-so. Luckily, it pops right into her hand. And now Kus also in Tenpai, but Lee just gets the gets the 7 pin from Star Fox. Despite their fancy weight, only one Han. Oh. Let's see. Leeches' dealer. Very, very disorganized hand. Lots of isolated tiles. There is some shape in the Pinzu tiles. However, the shapes aren't that great either. In comparison, Kus, not the greatest shapes, but he does have a little bit of speed in their hand. The double whites will help, and after that they can rely on the 9-so in their hand to be their pair, which leaves them with a bunch of Kanchan, but that's not too much of a concern. Star Fox also surprisingly fast. They're currently Ishanten, Tanyao Ishanten, and they can call if they want. However, with these scores, I'd probably discourage them from calling.
What?
Yeah. Surprisingly, Ricci gives a lot of value. Swaps out the 5 pin for a red 5 pin. Always a nice thing to see. Sayai is 2 Shanten. However, the 2 Shanten is not an amazing sight to behold. However, they did.
Go ahead, sorry.
However, they did draw the 5-man to resolve that somehow, and it turned into quite a nice Ishanten for them.
Mm-hmm. Now that I actually have the time to look at these hands, I was gonna say that might be a call there from Kos. They're going on that Altazuke land, and I don't hate it. There's a
like I said, there were a lot of Kanchan that he had to resolve, and so calling there, I think it was the right decision.
Ooh, that 5 pickup is. Oh, okay. That's gonna create an issue down the road, but hopefully a resolvable one.
Oh, Star Fox finally reaching.
And speak of the devil.
And Sai chases.
You know, they say when it rains, it pours or something to that degree.
Oh, Legis. I know Legis is quite a defensive player. However, will they be able to avoid this dealing?
Nicely done. I mean, it's not done yet, though. They have a few more to go. Wow, Coles just draw the greens. All right. Oh, the con? I don't think we're going to see a con here. However, it would be very funny. I think we're going to see 4-1 characters dropped back to back to back. Ooh, that is a wrong.
We will not see 4-1 characters drop back to back. Kus will deal in.
Yep.
With an Ura for a fake Mangan.
Yeah. Good old fake. Ooh. These dragon-filled hands. We got a red paired up and a white paired up. Sadly, no green. I'm going to say that I feel like people are actually fairly close other than Superstar, but it's their dealership, so they can make it up here. But this game doesn't look impossible to win from anybody's situation. Though I'm always the optimist. I don't know. I'm sure the players may or may not feel differently, depending on how their games have gone throughout the day.
Yeah. It is quite an uphill battle for Superstar Fox, but like you said, Renchan is always an option, and like you just have to use it if you want to gain a lot of points fast. They did take the Chun. They decide to keep the rest of their dragons in their hand.
Mm. I want to report to say that we have our first two qualifiers. First one at 55.9 and the second one at negative 97. I'm not sure those are going to be the standing numbers for the qualifiers, but we'll see.
I do think that the minus
The minus 97 probably is not going to stand in the top qualifiers. We'll see though. Maybe I'm wrong. Ooh,
yeah,
that's a good fight
Superstar
pickup.
Fox going for a fast hand. They are currently headless. However, they could turn this into a Nobetan, which will be
That's
completely
fine.
fine.
Yeah, I'm looking at this 3-6. I'm like, oh, it's great. It's perfectly fine. Yeah. It would be really great though if they could obtain an Exodia. Sadly, not. Oh well, you just draw the 5. There you go.
Yep.
I was gonna say Dora is a really nice tile, and they kind of probably would like the upgrade. But you know, this is great. I'd be happy about this.
The red 5 is still in the wall.
Oh, hey! Would you look at that?
Which instantly upgrades this hand to a man.
Oh god, yeah. This hand went from being like to wow, that's a meaty hand. This could flip the table if Sai deals in somehow. We see a 3 or a 6 come out of them, which unlikely, seeming the fact that those are both tiles they would probably use, but we'll see. Wait, you should take that 6. Yeah, you could make this a Shanshoku for no reason. It's kind of funny to think. Oh, there we go. You can't be mad about that.
I think that puts Legis in 4th.
Yes, it does. By a small margin. But now the game's a lot closer. I'm sure some people are out there thinking, I don't really think Superstar had a shot. What do they think now, huh? Now they look at the board and say, like, actually, they're in a good position. They're fine. Just win one more time.
Anyway, speaking of winning one more time, what a hand to do it with.
Yeah, this is going fast.
They are currently they're currently 2 Shanten, but
oh, well, there you go. What about that?
They're currently E Shanten. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're currently E Shanten. The Aryan Man isn't the greatest to have.
No.
You really want to draw the 6 pin here, but you won't complain if you get Tempai in the next 3 turns, I'd say.
No.
But Kusumaster with a Cheetoy again.
Once cut red, phenomenal. One of the best kind of Cheetoys you can go for. However, its value is something to be one thing.
I mean, Kus already won with a Hanuman Dama Cheetoy like 2 rounds before, so...
Fair enough. I mean, they could get some Ura here and it'd be perfectly fine. And, yeah. Or, honestly, a Sumo makes it worth it, too. So, yeah. However, I'm just a little afraid that we're going to see a dealer Ricci in a moment, and it's going to be a very awkward spot for Coles. But we'll see.
Yeah, as dealer, you really want to chase at this point, hoping that you quickly...
Oh, no. I drop that every day.
Oh,
yeah. Vegas over here just like, I won't deal it again. I know I won't. See, but it doesn't matter. It just, it was just a peck on the head.
Lee just sitting here thinking, maybe I should start a new streak.
Maybe I should start a new streak. Maybe I should stop playing Mahjong.
It's the thought we all had.
Yeah. That's a thought I have quite often. I'm like, maybe I should just stop. And then I come back and I'm like, wow, this game's great. Why did I ever leave this game?
Another person that probably thinks that this game is great, Kus.
Yeah.
What a hand.
Yeah.
He needs
Not that tile.
He needs quite
It would have been a
quite a
little
bit of
problematic
points.
actually if he had kept the 1 and got another 1. Oh my.
Mm.
Oh my. That just
Oof.
stings.
But yeah, Kus needs a Mangan Sumo here to snatch first.
Yes. I don't think this hand would produce one, but we'll see.
Richie Tanyo is already halfway there. Richie
True.
Tanyo Tsumo, that's 3 hound.
Dear God, just get another triple. Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, this could easily turn into a San Anko as well.
Yeah, this could just be a Sananko and it'd be fun. We'll see though. We'll see. We'll see.
Look
Now,
at
a direct hit just makes it easy, and we don't have to really count too much. It'll be fine.
But look at that discards, man. Two 9-pin, 3
Yeah,
1-pin.
yeah. Hey, at least there's an 8 now, and you know that's different. Speaking of triples, Legacy over here is like, you know what? 777 seems pretty cool. Ooh, double 6s. Huh. I think I tossed the 7. Yeah,
7 though is probably gonna go.
You know, this could turn into a Swanko if things go a little wacky tobacky.
This could have been a Suanko a few turns ago if you kept the one.
We just kept the ones. The issue is the 6s are already taken up. That's the real issue.
I think Yurichi here. Yurichi here.
I think it's not bad. Yeah, I think it's fine. The 6s
Slam
are...
on the sample.
Actually, you know, it's not bad. You've dropped all those 1s. You've dropped the 9s. I could maybe see a 6 come out later down the road. I don't know.
Yeah, the problem is you wanted the Tsumo here.
True.
You don't know that your weight is already in other people's hands. But yeah.
The real issue is if we get to the end and it's just exhaust and dealer decides to just not, you know, play the game. I would not be surprised if they, you know, just decide.
I think that's the idea, especially with a Ricci on the table. Farming points is always nice, but like a certain someone always says, you need to know when to cash out. But this time, you don't have to decide because someone else will sumo for you.
And that makes it nice, clean, and cut. We got ourselves a nice 21 pointer for Sai AI. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right, let's add these new players.
Yeah, thanks for having me, but I will be leaving now.
That is perfectly acceptable. You've been here for about 3 hours.
Yes, my throat is dry as a desert.
Yeah.
And I have to go.
Understandable.
Anyway, have a good day. Hopefully your throat will be all right.
It won't.
And
I already know how this goes. I won't.
And I hope everyone that is here that plays the games will have a good have a great games.
All right. Thanks, Heki.
See ya.